how best we can bring the corporate justice. But they are saying that this man passed up. We need justice. We need to know how he died. We said this case is a police case. It's not DA case. Because DA, most of our investigators we have, they are only focused on drugs in their crime. So we are now focusing on homicide cases. So this is best for the police. That's why it might have been a DA officer, this is a great citizen. So if anything goes wrong, the police will also investigate this case. So we told them, and they didn't believe us. They went to the police station. The police told them that this case is a state case and we are investigating. So we won't be in the position to be giving information out to family members. So just get to the any information with them, we'll pass it on to them, and then we'll go on with the information. So that's how it stands for now.
Okay, that's how I stand. Precious, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. Yes, good morning, Precious. What's your position of the LDA? Okay. What is your basic function, Chief of Leeward? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your office will be more busy as compared to Orlando's year, because you head of Leeward. What are some of those news you hear on a daily basis? Some of them are on the social media. Yeah, just give us up to date. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Mhm. Okay. It stimulate the whole body. Okay. All right. I'm performing with pressure. Yeah, I don't care. Like I'm seeing 100 pricing before me. Like I'm on top of the world. Okay. With this information on the social media, I mean, we're struggling with our online this morning. I mean, we tried to get you coming through. What is this fate of this lady Quita who was arrested almost a month ago? Yeah, true is it? Well, one block will say she's been released, she's no more in prison. Give us a full update officially from the LDA. Is she still at the Monrovia Central Prison facing court trial? Okay. Let's do that. Is she in country? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Criminal code C. In Montserrat or in Mangibi? Where? In Montserrat. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get a telephone lines activated 9:15 prompt. We're gonna bring on district former district 8 representative Kara's grades coming up. So 1 or 2 of time. The head of the Leeward County is live with us, and of course, the public relations, the sports president of the LDA, Orlando Deming Precious. What's the last name? Rule. Precious Rule. She said, "Well, the information you see on the social media, Quita is still in prison." What minute do people get carried away or move of the story when you see that? Well, XYZ have five play for hearing the play that Quita had been released. She out of the
She out of the
country.
country. That's why.
The authors removed about that. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay.
But the public should be focused on the news of things that were coming to town but now.
Okay.
They should be focused on getting the people awareness of how the software landed, how it is going. In fact, the software in question is a very, very big decision
Mhm.
of a because Alonso. So we should be able, I expected others to start coming out of a press release by now. But it's telling the public that this is the academy is supposed to be the country. And these are some of the words to report. Again, bad news here.
Okay. She said bad news, yeah. Well, 4 minutes up till 9 o'clock. Let's get the lines activated at least for a minute. We tried to do with time this morning. Yes. It's the breakfast show, the true breakfast show, Monday morning, 0770-153-265. My name is O'Neill, along with Batuman. Yes, Batuman, pick the calls up. Let's pick calls up this morning. The LD on the spotlight. Say good morning. Go ahead.
And good morning to your studio guest. I'm Samuel Buchanan. I also commend the DEA for the high level of work to tell them this in the cover operations. You don't expose your techniques of getting drugs because the criminals are more advanced than the security. So I want anytime they make a public hearing, they should not tell people about how they get drugs, how many checkpoints, and where they get it from. They should always be able to see it, receive it through our operations.
Okay.
And I want to ask the DES people to also please advance those guys training when it comes to security operation and releasing information. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Your name?
Yeah, I'm reporting from Koroba Junction. You know, I listen to your studio guests. You know, they are on some issue, but really, the government is not ready to fight to us. Even what you are saying, people who are come and citizens, they now on payroll. It's not something you want to pay with. People who even in fraud, look at the money they are paying. Look at them working for fraud, working to carry the fraud, they getting 150, 120, 100. Even drugs are worth for 1 million again. You know, he will refuse it. He can refuse it for the government to be like, or if the government want to quit drugs, then they just give it. Look at the money and the budget for quit drugs.
Okay, increase the budget. Increase the budget for them. I mean, all right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Okay.
yes, it's 1 minute elapsed.
Yeah. Good morning.
Go with your background is noisy. I mean, you can do this. It's a national platform.
Yeah.
Man, you
Good
can
morning.
do it. Yeah, man.
Good morning.
Oh, yes, thank you for taking my call. Morning, O'Neill, Morning Johnson, and the gentleman in studio. I appreciate the LDEA, and I think they are trying to very, very hard to put Liberia in a predicament where they don't have to really have so many people dying from these different drugs. The drug he was talking about, the methamphetamine, is also called crystal meth. These things can even be done at home if you have the proper things to work with. Now, let me give you a quick story about how dangerous this thing is. There were two young white kids in the suburb of Minneapolis, and they got themselves this drug and drove away in the wintertime. They were wearing their jackets with hoodie and everything, and it started to snow. It snows over there very, 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 very much, and the snow can stop down pretty quick. These two kids, who were probably between 16 and 19, they had a point, and when they walked away and hit the crystal methamphetamine, these kids got totally disoriented. They didn't know where they were, and they tried calling the 911 when they walked out of distance from their car, and they got practically lost. But then what happened was the phone died, and those two kids, the girlfriend, they died in the snow over there. And this is true story. they die. And what Nigerian people are doing right now, I'm just wondering whether the DEA is able to kind of like get rid of these drugs with nobody interfering or taking it and selling it on the market. The drugs are just so much everywhere. So I was wondering what to do. That's my question to them. When they get the drug, what the procedure? Do they really make sure that everything gets burned? Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's get two more calls now. Then we'll go back to them.
Good morning, O'Neill.
Good morning. You are live.
Good morning. Okay, this is Amos Eshafa. I texted you today on something.
Amos, please go ahead. You're on a national platform now. Maybe I didn't see your text. Yeah.
Say that.
Amos, go ahead. You're on a public platform. You texted me, and now security apparatus, you know, but you gave me security information. It's not everything you text is for the radio.
I'm calling from District 3.
Okay.
There are some group of individuals around the partner supermarket, and they are in the constant habit of always getting at people. By the time they see you moving with the bag hanging on you, so people wearing, I don't know whether it is fake or should I tell it as fake, or they wearing a DEA t-shirt, and it will be stealing. Those guys will come and jump on somebody, harass them, and if possible, harm them, take away their materials, and those guys will be standing with that t-shirt on.
Okay.
So that 3 or 4 person will be standing right there with a t-shirt on them, and they will just harass people.
Great. That's a very important question you just asked. Those who were in t-shirt, whether they are LDA employee. Thank you so much. I'm gonna pick one more call, then go back to our guest. This is the Breakfast Show 961-915. Akara's Grill will be live with us this morning. Adam, make your call. But you listen up to the caller, Orlando, Precious. You want to respond? Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, that's why we are talking these things every day. There are a lot of people wearing these same black t-shirts that the DA wear. That the city police wear to the junction. You see them dressed up before who walk black. People will see them and then assume that they are DA personnel. And wherever they are not. They are, I know they are MCC people or they wear with some private.
How do people identify the LDA? Do you have an ID card for them? Or okay.
We have an ID card that is clear on the LDA agent.
Okay.
So if the person comes to you to arrest you, ask him for his ID card.
Okay.
And through that identification, you know whether that person is a DA person or not. And then this recruitment process that we are carrying on, that one of the main reasons behind this recruitment, because we want to identify our agents to know them. Because some of these people just recruited them all over. So now we are getting their names, they are all placed on a database for now. And then we will see in the nearby future because next year we'll be recruiting more people.
Okay. As agent.
As agent.
Okay.
So we want to know our AA first before we open the line to other people to come in. So in this way, we'll know who is really DA officer. That's our problem now. So and through this process is really helping us to know our agents, to know those who are for us and those who are not for us, for the agency. So that is our work now. And most of these people that are wearing those t-shirts, sooner or later you see them off the street because when we get the AA out, we will know who is the officer for now.
Do you have an emergency hotline? Maybe someone is in a community and there is this tip off. Well, this guy have been texting me randomly since last week and they tell me there is a tip off here, there is a tip off. Do you have an emergency hotline that anybody within the community can just call and say, well, I have a first-hand information about a suspect yet? Do you have an emergency hotline?
Yeah, we have an emergency hotline.
Effective one.
Yeah, effective one. And it's fully now for Orange. And it's 077 0777 1 33 33 3.
Take the time again. 0777 1 33 331. Okay, so 0777 1 333. Right? So someone can call this one and say, well, we'll have a tip up and you people move in. Let's look at some of the challenges. Maybe pressures feel all is well. The public wants to do to fight. Do you people know that drugs can fight back? Are you aware of it? In so many ways, the drugs fight back. Let's hear some of the challenges. Mm-hmm.
And I want to say every year we have an annual day, in fact, it's internationally, then 26, it's
Mm-hmm.
if you get following, we were just in a study to tell you about the vision. Most of the time, when doctor arrested within the county or in Montreal, it is not a very large portion, like the 1,731 place of marijuana that was arrested sometimes last year, in fact, that also brings that's very time. But then if doctor arrested is in storage till June 26 for the international justice where we go. And before the training exercise, we have people invited, the media, which of course only access to that, the civil society, we invite our counterparts, and just everybody to come in observe the training exercise. So before the training exercise, we check the drugs that were arrested over the period of time. We test it, we weigh it, and then we take it. We have a ceremony first or into program before taking it out to the training site to print. We do that every year, June 26. So we ask that you keep following to know that yes, if these drugs are confiscated, they also get through. And for the challenges, we have said these things over and over and again. The DA have qualified, competent people that are willing to do the work. But the challenges are so high. And one of our major issues is logistics. You can have an entity running with just 3 vehicles that is functioning or just the head to use. And then we give these headlines out. People calling the night, people calling the day. Every community in Liberia right now is affected with drugs. So if these people officers go in, it takes time. There are no vehicles. Either they are renting vehicles or they have to use commercial cars to go in to execute this thing. But the public will not know because they do not understand what's happening. But as for the entity, we have people who are willing to work. Imagine with just low logistics, almost zero logistics. Over the past 1 year, when you want to arrest over 964 million worth of drugs. So if the D is just funded, with just 50% being funded, we can help to eradicate drugs from this country within the next 5 to 10 years. Just keep on and keep supporting. Give us logistics, increase the budget, increase officer salaries, and you get the job going.
Okay, so as we take leave of you on this edition of the TBS, tell us, we have so many counties, I think 15 counties in Liberia. Which county is the hotspot of the confiscation of drugs in Liberia? Okay, is it because it has a border point?
Yes, that is full of zero. And majority of the jobs over the past 1 year, Cape Mount were able to be the highest in marijuana, not marijuana, but the highest in push, the second highest in marijuana, the highest in tramadol, the highest in heroin, the highest in precursor. Cape Mount took the highest. In fact, Cape Mount certificate themselves because it's not easy on a daily basis. You see drugs coming from those points.
Okay,
Everything.
okay. So, Madam Precious, yes, in 30 seconds, your closing comments.
So I want to say thanks to Children for having us here today. And we keep informing the public that the problem is keep informing us. We are here, we are competent, we are ready to do the work. Once we are funded and we prepare to bring more drugs to the table to be able to arrest all of these people, we have them, we know them, we are going after them to help to keep the place clean, to keep the country clean. Because a drug-free society is a healthy society.
Okay, so thank you very much, Madam Precious. So we'll go to the spokesperson, Mr. Demi. Your party comments.
Yeah, okay, once again, I would like to say thank you for the invite. And thanks to the Liberian people for your support. We appreciate more collaboration for us to work together. And one of the things that we always say is the community is our friend. We are not enemy to do people. It is because of you guys that we decide to take the mantle of authority to fight drugs. So if you go in the community and start to extract our officers, extract our agents, then we are not going anywhere. Then even this march that was done, they say no to drugs, they will give no visa. If the community people themselves himself in the place to help the DEA in giving the jobs out of that. Even if we cannot be eliminated totally, but we can minimize it to a certain level. So I'm calling on the community people to please join hands with the Abroad Trust Enforcement Agency as we go about bring this back to get rid of drugs in our business.
So thank you to the team for accepting our invite. We hope we're looking forward to more of these engagements on True FM. Thank you. Okay, so we just listened to the team there from the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. We had a spokesperson of the LDA, Orlando Demi, and Precious Rowe, Chief of Legal LDA. They have been here sitting with us on the TBS, giving an update. So we go for the break and we'll come back. We take our last segment gets here on the program, the TBS.
Why are you saying that you're talking about yourself?
segment here on the TBS and Truth 96.1. So we have in studio former Montserrat County District 8 Representative Moses Akawas Gray, and so O'Neill had now switched to Studio 1. So we just join O'Neill Rabble and we'll continue with the broadcast. Good morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the rest of the season.
Growing so fast in the broadcast, Johnson Gbarntolmah. Welcome to the second segment of the Truth Breakfast Show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Truth Nimba is also carrying us live. Those of our affiliate radio station across the country, I want to say thank you so much. It's a whole house this morning. We have Legit News Africa TV is live. Truth Lines News Liberia TV, Afric Media, Teria Online Television is also carrying us live. Report 231. Global Front Page, Today's Liberia, exclusive online, and of course, Freedom FM is carrying us live this morning. Not leaving out Real TV. My name is O'Neill Roberts. It's a pleasure to have Moses Akara's real life of us on the second segment of the Truth Breakfast Show this morning. Good morning. Thanks so much for accepting the invite. Good morning. How you doing?
Thank you very much, O'Neill. And it's a pleasure being here. I'm sorry for the bad quality of my voice.
Okay.
But I'm very excited to be here. For a long time I've not been here. But again, let me appreciate you for inviting me, and I want to say good morning to the people out there, and good afternoon to other people around the world, and good evening to other people around the world, because there's different time zones around the world. I'm excited to be here.
Great. So for those of you listening to the radio, practicing journalism, keep your dreams alive. I've come up with this book, The Media Guy. Keep loving what you're doing best. Yes. Let's get into it. Let's share your personal reflections and lesson experience as a honorable man. Let's say Moses Akara Gray. Some come to you for the wrong reason, lash at you, but you remain so consistent. That's why you're not in the house. Let's cast some reflection.
That's how I grew up. A lot of people don't know me. They just talk about you. That's one of the challenges we face in this country. I think it's about time that you journalists or other people, sometimes you get these national leaders or some other important people in societies to be able to explain their own upbringing, their growth. So I've been a very consistent character from school days to tutoring for 9 years and teaching 9 years at SDA. And I've taken care of a lot of young people in our country. We have a history of bringing up some of the best in our country. So you have to be persistent, you have to be consistent, and you have to come to the table with character, with certain principle. And you don't have to be moved by finances. Because if you commit yourself first to financial gain, you lost track.
Okay.
So my consistency comes from my upbringing, my home upbringing to a great extent. And being a Christian, I go into church. You know, Sunday you have to say the Bible voice. If you don't say, you won't eat. In the morning you gotta wake up. So we grew up in a very disciplined home, and I grew up like any ordinary child too, struggling between Rock Spring Valley, to Rano Street, Grand Kitman County, Lofa. I went to school in Lofa.
Okay.
I went to school in Grand Kitman County, 2 schools in Kitman. I also went to Lutheran Training Institute, and I went to different schools in Monrovia. And some of the reasons because our parents put us on boarding school, and they were in and out. My biological mother migrated from like Europe in 1988 to the United States of America. She left 86 for feminine. So living with my aunt, and I grew up like a child who sold also on the street, in the markets, but we were consistent with our education. We went to some of the best schools, some of the challenging schools. I went to Monrovia Demonstration Elementary School in Monrovia.
Okay.
I went to Cooper Memorial. I went to Monrovia College.
Okay.
I went to SDA.
Okay.
I went to a school of journalism in Johnson Road after graduating. Then I ended up in the University of Liberia. But in Kitman, my first school I went to, because I started homeschooling, so I started school like in first grade.
Okay.
Yeah, with my great grandmother. So I went to Anthony Tuckman Elementary and Junior School in Kitman. Then I went to another school in Kitman, Benue Industrial Mission. I think it was established 1882 by Baptist missionaries, including Swain, Lockered, and Ricks Institute. I didn't go to Swain, I didn't go to Lockered or Ricks, but I just telling the Baptist missionary convention established those schools. But I went to Benue Industrial Mission School, where Bartamiamo went to and graduated from. and then I went to Luchu Training Institute.
What a great
In
experience.
Lofa County.
Great.
But I was always the top.
Always the top.
Yeah, always.
All
I
right.
was always the top.
Great.
Yeah.
You represented the people of District Number 8 in Monserrate County. Let's look at your lessons and experience and serving the House, representing the people of District Number 8.
No, we're not beating our chest.
Mhm.
Every lawmaker, first responsibility, first, is to make laws. That's the first responsibility. If you taught civics in school, they actually, when you ask the fifth graders to do or fourth graders, they will tell you, oh, lawmakers make law. While we have oversight, we also have representation function. I'm not beating my chest, but for the last 20 years, since 2005 up to now, if you are putting 5, 8, or 10 lawmakers who perform their cardinal responsibilities or their functions, you will come to the realization that I don't see how many lawmakers submitted more bills than me, sponsor more laws.
You're boasting of that.
Yeah.
The 53rd and the 54th?
I'm saying from the 52nd.
Okay.
You can't count more than 5 lawmakers who
Now put up more bills as
more
compared
bills
to you.
or pass more bills. I'm in a category of the first city lawmaker in the history of the country. In terms of my strong oversight representation, okay, we presided over bills that created job opportunities for people. Today, people are talking about the ombudsman job opportunities because we sponsor a bill called the Code of Conduct. And the Code of Conduct has provided job opportunities for people. It's the most integral bill in the history of the country. But people just look at political participation in the Code of Conduct. But that Code of Conduct has too many things. It frowns on bribery. It encourages disadvantaged Liberians to have employment. It has the whistleblower. Whistleblowers are protected even in your personal offices. A lot of people don't know about that. Okay, the issue of nepotism. France on nepotism to fulfill a provision article 5C of the Liberian Constitution. So there are a lot of things in the Code of Conduct that people don't talk about. Too many things in the Code of Conduct. Everybody just talk about political participation. They don't even know that our Code of Conduct has, the issue of encouragement of people who perform on their job. Yes.
Life in government, life after government. I'm here sitting with one of the most.
The bill on nepotism, the bill on tourism today that the president resubmitted.
Okay.
Initially, I
submitted
a bill on tourism. The Just Law you talk about, I'm one of the co-sponsors of the Just Law under President Weah that was signed.
All right. So I want to appeal to my colleagues who's carrying it online. We're getting a lot of feedback. It's not good for us. Those of you live of us in the studio, we respect your online platforms, but going back and forth in the background is not good for the conversation. Honorable Carlos Gray, do you miss the House? I mean, you're sitting, one of the most powerful men within the Congress for Democratic Change. Do you miss the House when you're driving?
When you say what I miss the House, that's the House of Representatives.
Yes.
So I miss the legislature.
You miss it?
I will say this to you, it's God's time. At a point in time, God wanted me to be there. I served 12 years. I'm proud of the 12 years. And I respect the decision of the Liberian people. Okay? If God willing, we could come back.
Okay.
But let me respect the decision of the people of our district.
Nothing stressed you. I see some comments on the social media where he's frustrated, he's stressful, he's missing the Capitol building. He's nobody in District Number 8. You're not a face of the district. Do you miss the Capitol building?
No, people have the right to express their opinion. That's why if you notice, I'm one of those politicians that on my page, I don't insult the black people. Some people insult, some people say the West End about the family, my personal, just everything.
You don't block them.
I don't usually go there, you'll see.
Okay.
The level of insults.
You have thick skin, man.
No, but the reason here is that I know I'm the fiercest. I'm not beating my chest. The ruling establishment knows that I'm the fiercest. So the center of the surrogate is to attack. So, but my consistency and my persistency is unprecedented. And we need many persons like that. That's why people will jump in from one party to another. The monkey jumping from tree to tree. It should be discouraged in our country. Okay, it should be discouraging.
Monkey should jump from tree to tree. That's a
song. That's what I'm saying.
You want to erase that song?
That song we have to erase it. You see the country.
Is the song not good for politics?
It's not too good. The country, the Ghana, for example, if you are a parliamentarian, within Ghana or India. But if you're a parliamentarian and you broke away from your party and join another political party, you forfeit that seat automatically. We got to discourage it because people just go to seek glory. So United Party were in power, a lot of seditions in the legislature or the era ran behind them or other party people. CDC came to power, the same thing. Now United Party in power, the same thing. Just a lack of principles.
Maybe the country should retire the two parties. Say no to green, say no to blue. They had enough. If CDC comes back, they go after the United Partisans. United Parties come back in power. It's going back and forth.
No, I can say this much to you. I believe in a competitive two or three party system. It's multi-party democracy.
Okay.
But within multi-party democracy, sometimes the voters show only two parties victory. You go to America, you got more than 13 political institutions. But the voters in America will always show the Republican Party and the Democratic Party victory year in, year out. You go to Ghana, 2 or 3 parties are show victory, not only 2 or 3 parties. There are many other parties. Nigeria, similarly. Araya in Sierra Leone, similarly. So Liberia, I think in my mind at the presidential level is drifting to that. What the population can do is to remain within these parties and challenge the authorities of the party to make an internal change. Some of us stay within our political party and will criticize internally. Sometimes we go public criticizing our party, but that does not mean that we drift away or leave the political institution. You have to stay within and be a fighter. You have to stay within the stage of revolution. You have to stay within and make that change. I don't believe jumping from tree to tree like a monkey.
The George Weah administration, I mean, in all fairness, Liberians watching all over the world, maybe you didn't perform before the election. We're hearing also 2-year contract, 1-round victory. All these things didn't materialize. Any regret, or you think the George Weah administration didn't do well for Liberians until they say good?
No, I don't think the administration didn't do well. The records are now flowing. The comparative analysis are made. All of the things the current administration criticized before coming to power, they are repeating. Technically, even you journalists are following that. You are the most independent people. Okay, I think what the CDC did not do as a government, we didn't do and effectively is the PR.
The PR,
yeah,
in terms of public relations.
The public relation was not.
Maybe you could be telling your own story. Are United Partisans are doing now?
No, I'm saying to you, we don't necessarily have to tell our own story by creating our own media institution to undermine the independence of the other media institution. Because the tendency, in my mind, of government officials having their own show and being relayed on other radio stations where government officials themselves serve as board on those radio stations is conflict of interest. Because take for example, the Bushra radio station was Senator DeLong is a member of the board. They're not relaying free. They are being paid. You understand? But government money and government officials are determining the stations to pay. So the 3, 4, 5, or 6 stations that they are paying and running their show. The conflict there is that some of them work with the radio station as board members. Some of them, the Punch FM is owned by Patrick Hunter. I'll give you a clear example. It used to be a True FM. It's a conflict of interest.
Okay.
Because you're taking government money to pay. You don't know that? Okay. The information ministry now has been transformed into a mini radio station. Don't you know that Daniel Sando has that program all of the time, like his own now, where ministers of government will come, they give something to him, then he takes something and give it to the press.
So was that happening during your administration?
No, you don't.
I mean that regular Mika press briefing Tuesday.
I'm telling you the transformation. One minister, somebody from government, confided in me.
So you have to pay for something.
Yeah, they have to pay some money to them instead of the money that is placed in the budget for the Mika press briefing to have the program like we used to do, or like President Sadi started. Guess what? The guys are demanding from the land ministry agency.
Was it not happening during your administration?
No, it didn't happen. Ellen first thing it didn't happen because of money in the budget to do that. So this kid goes down and say, public where we gotta promote you and whatsoever. Where you come in, you gotta bring something. Maybe you give $5,000 or you give $2,000, and then they take later and give it to this journalist who cover up and he consume the rest of the money. So these are the strategies that the guys have. That's corruption. That's abuse of public funds. One minister said that I should raise it, but I shouldn't call his name. And that's why I'm saying it. It is very destructive.
That pushed the
So-
LBF
so-
Director General Fagon to say that
I
no,
don't want to talk about that.
you have to. I mean, since you bring it up, let's leave it those
No,
lines.
let Fagon speak for himself,
Uh-huh.
because let him speak for himself, because if these guys will be running these shows and they're not paying money, they probably that's what made Fagon and all, because ELBC should be in power. Do I believe in ELBC empowerment? Yes. Even when I was in opposition under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, I one of the lawmakers who insisted and demanded that ELBC should be in power.
Okay.
I was very clear. Patrick Hunter, he was with ELBC, I was one of the deputies. I was with the opposition party, but I believe that information dissemination for ELBC that should be for the Liberian population. ELBC first, even under Ellen, I won't lie, the opposition used to go there, but now it's not the case.
Let's get to some national politics. 2017, George Weah came out to the presidency. Well, he won Rapsley in almost all of the counties. 2023, Joseph Boyka, who served as a 12 years vice president, so Madam Sirleaf won the presidency. Let's look at this government running almost 2 years now. How the Unity Party perform? Coming on in the slogan, we're here to rescue the Liberian people. Are they living up to the expectation?
My dear brother, for the president to say the country has, is that the expectation? The president, after 2 years, after all of the commitments, after all the promises, sometimes I don't love to repeat, but the president comes and says the country had the economy is challenging. All the misleading about the yellow machine, about fighting drugs, declaring a national emergency, about cutting down salary and waste in government, all the commitments they made to the Liberian people, they defaulted on those commitments. They defaulted. So the government is not doing anything better. The government, few people are getting richer, while the rest of the people, they promised civil servants. They've not been able to promise to cancel harmonization. They didn't cancel harmonization. They promised that it will cancel CTM, GTMS, other contracts. They didn't do that. So you can see that the government is operating on what Liberian call blah. The economy is at, they criticize inflation on our administration. The US dollar against the Liberian dollar against the US dollar today is nothing less than 200. In fact, the finance minister in his budget, in the budget that is submitted, he predicted the 2005 budget that the Liberian dollar could go up to 209, almost 210 Liberian dollars to $1. So things are tough. And they have to be real with the public. They have to explain to the population. The country is retrogressing dangerously. Officials of government criticize partying. They are partying today. They criticize wedding celebrations. They are celebrating today. The president having lavish celebration. They criticize the First Lady Hope Foundation. The current First Lady now is raising funds to build her own foundation. So there are a lot of contradictions, just too many contradictions. And one of the things I would say I've been repeating, O'Neill.
Yeah, what's that?
Believe me today, O'Neill.
Okay.
O'Neill, in 12 years, billions of dollars was pumped into the economy of Liberia on the Unity Party-led government by foreign fighters. Because Liberia had just come from crisis. It was a crisis-prone nation. The international partners were investing. Once the crisis is over and they saw that Liberia was being stabilized, they migrated. The CDC inherited that with the COVID, with the Ukrainian war, the Russia-Ukrainian war. These are things that harm globally, the war. But the Unity Party felt that when they were in opposition, it was nothing. Today now, with the CDC live to a greater extent, or 80% on domestic revenue being generated. The Unity Party did not have that experience for 12 years. This is the first experience in the governance cycle of using domestic revenue for operation, for development, payment of salary. You can just name everything. They have not had that experience. The only institution with that experience in post-war have been the CDC. So because of that, they came up with an ambitious budget, pushing almost the wanted $1 billion budget. But guess what? There will be more than a $30 million budget shortfall this budget year.
That's a prediction.
I'm telling you what is it. They don't clear and they announced a budget shortfall and they go to stand for the recast budget. But trust me, there will be nothing less than $30 million budget shortfall. That's why the government They don't have that experience that the CDC use those local revenue the way we use it, the way we, in fact, we're not meant to create harmonization. It's very important. Because if you have a senator making $15,000, how do you pay the senator?
Okay.
How do you pay a government official, maybe appointed official, that making $8,000 or $7,000? The president came automatically, President Weah, he issued an automatic statement policy that no official being appointed will make this money. We had to go through harmonization. That's why
that was strongly criticized.
we were criticized for that.
Harmonized.
And you see why today they cannot cancel harmonizations or legislation. This government will never repeal that legislation. They will never, because the economy is tough. It's not easy. You can't do that. They criticize it, but they cannot repeal it. I'm just trying to tell you that they are very inexperienced when it comes to the usage of local revenue for the power match and development of the country. Because the foreign partners are not going to put money in Liberia like that. Now they have a usage challenge. So all the projects that users were doing, the government now has to take responsibility for that. Okay? During our time, the company spike of the COVID, most of the companies left. Workers, people were now working. The economy was challenged. Now, guess what? They're talking about the Israeli-Arab conflict with Iran, with the Hezbollah, petroleum prices go up and all of those things. But I'm just trying to say to you that, look, they guys said a lot of things. They did a lot of damage to this country, the image of the country. Even if someone died in Bush Quarter, they say President we are the person or Akara's grade.
All of the mysterious things going on.
But you know now, the number of mysterious
do you think
those the highest in the history of the country?
Those deaths of the auditors, I mean,
but the people are calling auditors, some of them were not even auditors. That's why you journalists got to distinguish between the 4 persons that there are, whether 2 are auditors and the other were not auditors. People are not saying the truth to the public. Even up to now, people say $16 billion gone missing.
Was it a lie against the government?
What 16 billion? O'Neill, you are very educated. You're a teacher. Okay, you're teaching O'Neill. You're not auditing.
16 billion? 16? What was 16 billion? Forget about that because I mean, O'Neill, those are you trying to call Akaris his life, man. Let's have this conversation.
Yes. O'Neill.
That 16 billion actually got missing.
O'Neill, you need to tell the public.
Forget about my profession. People don't look at experience too much.
I'm just trying to tell you, O'Neill, I have to. Because as a professional man, I got to respect your profession. But O'Neill, if $15 billion missing in this country, the economy collapsed. The entire economy discussing, that means no money. $16 billion, the whole country collapsed.
In less than a year, that just popped up.
So if $16 billion got missing, O'Neill, a government that comes to power, you can prosecute people that stole that money. The government can prosecute nobody. There was the information dissemination by the CDC. About 90% of that money came in before 2018 into the country. That public record.
Under the same Unity Party.
They instructed, it was Unity Party who instructed the printing of the money. It was there now under President Boyka or Ellington that the money was printed. You know that public record. The bulk of the money came during that time, especially during the campaign time in 2017. The bulk of the money, okay, about 90%. The CDC just did not handle the public relations strategy. Everybody just running 16 billion. It's absurdity. It's mad. For any man to think that Liberia economy that ain't even reach 16 billion, 16 billion will get missing. They're not only that 25 million that are mopping.
The mop up exercise.
There's a report on it. But they're not prosecuting nobody for that. Instead of fighting corruption. So you can just see it was the politics of the day. It was the politics of the day, in my mind, that took the CDC from power. That's why you see, I'm not shying away from articulating the gains of the CDC, from defending, from debunking. Okay, even if you sell a little thing about it, recently I didn't know how to do it, but I had to ask a medical facility in Liberia that I did a just text on August, July 20th or 2024 to release it for the media.
Your drugs text?
Yes,
I saw.
Not to release it. If you want it, you can get it. I can send an email to you from them and say, no, because I want to
ask that it should go to the public.
Yes.
Okay.
I give the
Carlos Gray's drugs free.
No, but I'm just trying to.
I think Mo Ali has said also.
No, but Boy and I live together, not just live together.
I mean, it's not a politics.
But like in the same
maybe politics just spoil everything and just put.
No, but these people started it from 2005.
Okay.
when I was fighting the Unity Party, when we stood against it, I think the thing is that they didn't see a courageous young man who didn't have much, but though went to school for 5 years to 6 years in opposition, who didn't even have a government job between 2005 to 2012. His resilience, his consistency. You know, a lot of young people were being bought to go to the ruling party. They gave them money or they gave them job. So they didn't see that in Akara's grade. I mean, consistent. I took the Buddhas. I went to jail. So they could not. So they just had to find a propaganda probably because of my deficiency.
Okay, great.
Okay?
I mean,
and that is wrong
uh-huh.
to look at somebody who is disabled technically and call him a cripple man.
Okay.
For calling this, you know, but there's a deficiency. That's how we're born.
Let's move to the issue of the fight against corruption. Ellen Johnson's belief, I remember one point in time on Al Jazeera, you said that's a blatant lie, LIE. Fight against corruption have been something very difficult in Liberia. Public enemy. Just a boycott fight against corruption. He have suspended several government officials. That, of course, quote unquote, is on record. Your president, George Weah, they didn't do so. They didn't have that balls to say, well, leave the job. Let's hear from you. The fight against corruption.
People are not being sincere.
How?
I will tell you why people are not being sincere. To fight corruption, you need legislations. Did we have some of the laws that are being used by President Burger today to fight corruption? Did we have those laws on a Unity Party for 12 years? No. The amendment of the LCC Act, the Act existed, but the amendment to provide direct prosecutorial authority to the LCC, that today the LCC can just call you and take you to court. It didn't exist. That's law. The code of conduct. There was no time frame for access declaration. Even the punishment that will be given in violation. It was under President Weah that the code of conduct was amended. Section 5 and 10, portion of Section 5 and portion of Section 10 of the code of conduct. That today the president can say, as of your appointment or nomination within 30 days, you should declare. If you don't declare, you should be suspended. It was because of President Weah administration that those amendments were made. The processes in fighting corruption. The Whistleblower Act, that you can sit and say, look, my minister is stealing, and you can blow that alarm and you are protected and not dismissed and not prosecuted. That Whistleblower Act was submitted by President Weah. The Witness Protection Act. If you saw an armed robber enter a house because people are afraid before the armed robber eliminate you, the Witness Protection Act was passed under President Weah administration to protect witnesses. Okay, so that's just a few of that. Now, to fast track corruption, we also wanted a court to be established. Unfortunately, we didn't come for the second time. So that LCC, one of the motives was for a fast track court to be created. So this government should be doing it now. Okay? So what this government is using, the laws that we passed, even the current LCC head, we appointed the current LCC head, but she's going after former government officials. She's not choosing because CDC appointed her. She's fighting because of her integrity.
The fact that
the integrity of the institution. So I'm just saying to you that how many Unity Party people who have been suspended or accused of corruption have been handcuffed?
He suspended them. That didn't happen on a George.
But let me
just a boycott suspended.
Let me say this to you: it's cosmetic. If you listen to the
orator,
the Independent Day, it's a suspension. Who are you suspending? Some of the people you're suspending are attending position people that President Weah left there. That the people you're suspending. But you're not only suspending them, but you're prosecuting them. Oh, yes. Zaba is going to court from the LTA. The national security, Samuel 12, all of them. They went to handcuff them to their homes. Okay? But President Boyka appointed officials. Then you are suspended. How many of them were handcuffed? How many of them were chased after? It's cosmetic. Today, the LTA guys is exonerated. Don't you think we're orchestrated? Because he appointed him.
Abdullah Kamara.
Yeah, he's exonerated. But guess what? The LTA, former LTA boss is going to court. So look, let me tell you this. suspension that you're cosmetic thing. After you suspend a man, still taking pay.
Why President Weah didn't do so? But
No, but you
I mean,
want
the ordinary
I'm
man
telling
will
you,
say, well,
no.
what guy is
I'm telling
doing
you, there are
it?
faces. No. I told you there are faces. The first thing was to create the laws.
Okay.
That no, let's give credit where credit is.
So if another 12 years was going to happen for George Weah, this was going to happen. Yeah.
But President Weah also suspended other people and prosecuted the water and sewer, for example. The issue of water and sewer, the issue of National Housing Authority, the issue of the passport director, for example, on our government.
Andrew Wapo.
Okay, yeah, Andrew Wapo. You are a journalist. And so sometimes
well, I don't like when people keep telling me I'm a journalist.
No, sometimes when people say these things, the reason why I say O'Neil,
yeah.
I don't just say honor people.
Yeah.
O'Neil, I come honor professional people because sometimes people invite you because they got intentions. You don't have intentions. I sometimes even go in the lion den and survive. I'm one of the only politicians who
go in the lion den.
Yeah, I go in the lion
den
and sit under journalists who have preconceived notion, and I still survive.
How many lion dens have you entered?
Oh, I'm the most interviewed guy maybe in Liberia. I don't know. I should be the most interviewed.
Let me ask you this big question. If you beat Joseph Boyka 101, what would be your best advice to Joseph Boyka?
No, I've met President Boyka when I was a lawmaker.
Okay.
Especially my first time as a lawmaker and the vice president. I think I met him in your office 2 or 3 times. Okay, one of the instances when he wanted to, I tried to settle between me and Amarakone.
Okay.
He invited me to his office. I went there. So I respect the president. The office of the presidency.
That's my other thing was here on the social media.
No, I'm saying to you, I respect the office of the presidency. I don't believe in President Boyka.
But you call him President Boyka.
Yeah.
There are some citizens who say Mr. Boyka.
Yeah, Mr. Boyka, President Boyka is not a bad thing.
Okay.
My man, look, let me tell you, some of the title is that everybody knows he's the president. You can't erase that now until 2029. But the fact of the matter here is that, do I believe in the leadership of President Boyka? No.
You don't believe?
No, I know him for 12 years as vice president. I've interacted with him, and some of the things I frown on when people say, oh, the legislature corrupt. They can steal. You know? Okay, maybe some people are rogues, but if they bribe the legislature, the vice president or presiding officer of the Liberian Senate, and he presided over bribery documents, he got the right to recuse himself. No, listen, a lot of people don't know.
Okay.
The vice president has the right to say, no, I can't preside today. Nobody will force him away to go preside. The pro tem will preside. In the absence of the pro tem, the chairman and the executive will preside. The agenda is brought to the vice president. He makes a determination. He takes the agenda on the floor. Okay? If the vice president, who is the presiding officer, believes that a law is not too good for the country or a bill, you know what you do? When there's a motion to pass that bill, the vice president can seize the motion. Or the speaker, the presiding officer, will seize the motion legislatively and table it. He has that authority, the presiding officer. So then, what you will do now is that you will call the body, maybe after that session, or you call for a break in an executive, and you lobby with them and tell them, "Hello, gentlemen, I don't think this thing is good for the country. This is the reason why I seize the motion." He got a lot of power, a lot of authority, and usually the body will agree with you. But Vice President Boyka signed on to over 80 concession agreement. They sold the country.
80.
Yeah. Over 80.
I will try to make some research.
Over 80. They talk about 66.
As president of the Liberian
Senate. Yeah. And they talk about 66 Booker concessions.
Yes.
You know the 66 Booker concessions that we talk about? I think that was 68, but 66 were Bookers. Okay. Now during the first thing, check it up, research it. Okay. Now from 2006 to 2011. Okay. The 66 Booker concession agreement. Now from 2006 to 2011. That's 66 in 6 years. I'm not talking about the next 6 years. From 2012 to 2018.
Have you heard
I'm not talking about that. So there's no way you can excuse him. He didn't demonstrate leadership. Look, let me tell you something. When we disagree with Aristotle said something. He said something. He said, even the vice president who said he support me, he couldn't even convince a single person to get on my side. You understand? Because Ellen knew that President Boyka, I don't want to be personal. Well, President Selig knew that President Boyka has not demonstrated leadership. He's just a kind of a old man who takes instruction. Yeah, he's not a proactive person, Just look at the government, where the government is being run. The young boys are running.
They mean you run your own government like that. CDC didn't run the government,
Yeah.
and you look at Unity.
You want to
government.
discuss CDC? Call me one day so we can discuss.
Okay,
CDC.
great. We'll get to
Yeah.
that.
So
have you heard this saying? Have you heard this saying like, bro's biggest problem is that house? Have you heard that saying before?
No, let me say
the country's biggest problem is that house who passed by the capital.
Yeah, but who vote for the people?
So like, Bruins were our own
no,
problem.
now you. Who vote
we
for
are
them?
our own problem. It's not that capital.
You see someone being one way in the community. You see the men are humanitarian. Or 26 times can the men get small rest. You think incompetent to be a lawmaker? You think that what qualify somebody to be a lawmaker? If you pass all the laws and all the bills, sometimes you go to the community and you tell the people, oh, I passed the code of conduct. Somebody will tell you that what we eat. You understand? Now, so the voters, I believe, should make a decision, not just on the basis of what somebody brought to you, but on the basis of company. Look at a guy like Delon. In any good country, you can't let Delon.
Delon?
Yeah, I know.
He's one of the most popular men on social media.
Yeah, you know what? He carry a whole population.
When you say Kalewa,
that means he lied. Black in Liberia, he lied. Okay, and look, when I listen to him talking about John Colley, you know, I laugh. He said, we're making $15,000. We cut the money down to 8,000. I know 8 or 10,000. But listen to me, I'm smart. They don't accuse me as a member of the House of Representatives of making 15,000. He said when he came, that was 15,000. And later on they call it. But listen to me, how can a senator and a representative be making the same money? So he lie. And you see how when people lie on you, they can hear you, you hear him crying. You see how he crying? So he lie. How can a senator and a representative be making the same money? When he came and said I have 15,000 a day analysis, that means I sent it. But he accused me. He wrote against me. Okay, then you criticize the journalists and other people say they can lie on people, but you're a liar. You lie about your own family, your own ticket. You lie about it.
I mean, the senator have apologized.
No, not apologize.
I mean, apologize to the man.
So you can carry more in the country. You can't apologize. No, I'm just trying to tell you. The entire media, yeah, but you don't have to lie. Okay, he lied that he would take money, a percentage will only take 5,000. The rest of the money he will give it to the country.
Is he still taking his regular salary?
I will not take your regular salary. You ever saw?
Let's move on. Should the house be audited? I'm just
saying to you that sometimes people elect bad president.
It's Delon a bad leader.
He's very bad. He's a bad leader.
It's not good for
us. And submitted a bill for salary cut. What happened to it? He submitted a bill. Do you know what led to salary reduction besides harmonization? I want you to research it.
It was because of Darius Delon submitting a bill.
No.
Okay.
Listen, before he came, we wrote a communication to reduce our salary. I wrote that communication. Research it.
Okay.
We submitted that communication to the House of Representatives Committee on Ways, Means and Finance and a specialized committee. Jeremiah Kum was there at that time, co-chairman of Ways, Means and Finance. Thomas Fana was the chairman of Ways, Means and Finance. Dopu then everybody. In fact, some people say, in fact, I was great only doing it because of the government, this, that. I wrote that communication. Finally, the committee made a recommendation to the plenary that had a House reduce her pay. The net pay of a member of the House of Representatives now is 5,000 and some more United States dollars. Okay. It's because of Akaros Gray that wrote that communication. The House of Representatives honored that communication. And you can research it today. You will see that Akaros Gray led the process even before he became senator. Akaros Gray led the process for a reduction. A bill was never passed. That was Calais bill.
You call Delon bill or Calais bill?
Boy, look, where is the bill today? They ain't submit the tell him to push the bill.
He's one of the most popular senator.
Tell him to submit the bill. I am trying to tell you that you're the journalist, you're in here talking.
Okay, someone's going to get copy of that communication. Yeah. Bobby, I didn't see you can send that to me.
But I don't lie.
Yeah.
I don't lie. I'm just trying to say to you that, look, Akaros Gray, the way we fought and what we did in the legislature, okay, it's just the misinformation, the bad PR and all of those things that caused the problem for some of us. But again, we don't regret.
You don't regret.
We don't regret.
Should that house be audited? I mean, I'll listen to Musa Belete, the political leader of CMC. He said, well, let the house be audited. Should that house be audited? You back out the GAC should audit the house, not a. I mean, to have a full audit of the house. Do you back it?
Audit is not a choice in my mind.
Not a choice.
Yeah, in my mind, it's not a choice. But guess what? Yeah.
Okay.
On ability there now. You know, when your foot not in the shoes, and you don't know the pin, that play will not be audited.
It will not be audited.
When you audit that play, the vice president will fall down.
You mean our current vice president?
Yes.
Jeremiah Kuhn? If you audit the house,
I want you to listen to me very well.
I carry you on a live tip for this. I mean,
if you audit the house,
uh-huh.
the current vice president will fall down.
Why?
I know what I'm talking.
Okay.
When Fonati raised that issue of audit, you know who were auditing? A lot of people who left the house and went to the Senate. You're auditing Emmanuel Nukwe.
Okay.
You're auditing Ele Talo.
Nukwe, Talo.
You are auditing the current vice president.
Kuhn. Okay.
You're auditing Deputy Speaker Tomo Fala.
Fala. Okay.
And you're auditing Prince Moi.
Moi. The popular main bon candidate.
You're auditing Prince Moi.
Prince Moi.
And many persons. Let me just show you an example. People can say, oh, Akaros, you pay homes. It's true. When I became a lawmaker, I pay homes for my salary. I agree with that. Right? But all the men who call themselves millionaires that you're talking about, say the popular, 90% of what they own today, they own it when they became lawmakers.
Your name you make mention of, yeah? You call.
Hey, wait.
Okay.
Check the record.
You said 90% of them who build properties,
90% of what they own.
What they own.
They own it doing
when they got a government job, like people voted for them.
Let's see, 10%, some of them who call themselves benefit people they are. I'm not talking about Musa Berede. Go to Jeremiah Kuhn. I have given an example of Vice President Kuhn. He paid the hospital when he was a lawmaker.
Okay.
The horse in Ganta, he paid when he was a lawmaker. That big horse like that. The horse that to Tower Hill on Rafi Road, he paid when he was a lawmaker. The horse that to Arrow 2 Junction, he paid when he was a lawmaker. The horse on 19th Street that they were lying said that Jefferson Koji bought it, or Vice President Kuhn bought that horse when he was a lawmaker. Okay? Even there was a report from one of the independent, credible international group that even accused him of putting money in the budget for his hospital. You understand? I'm just trying to say to you, the farm that he owned in Nima County, he got a farm when he was a lawmaker.
The same goes to Prince Moi, Thomas Fala.
I'm telling you, I'll give you an example. What did they really have? But people like us, when we pay a horse after working for 12 years, the people who praise them, the people who insult us. I told people I'm not afraid of audit. You can audit the legislature.
So that horse should be audited, but it won't be audited.
Right, me. And they just didn't know how they call it. What kind of audit?
A systematic audit.
It's just something in the Senate. Believe me today, if the audit even normally will fall, they don't check and receive.
They don't receive check.
Now check when I publish it, you said I was doing campaign time. All will come up. That place will fall down. You understand? The only audit that can be done now, maybe when a new speaker can, all the new lawmakers say as of now on, we'll begin to audit every money we get whatsoever. And some of the money are legitimate money. Take for example, and that the explanation, you know, one time when I declare our salary on air during Talo time, me and what the boy name from Balanceway used to be the lawmaker there. Gbarntolmah went on 15-15 when we declare. You know what they did? They took us to executive session and threatened to expel us.
They announced the salary.
Yes. They said we want to bring armed robbers to their horses. Some of them
that a lawmaker makes 11,000-12,000.
No, but then we're not afraid because no, we didn't make the gross was almost 11 to 12,000. That was the gross. Okay, but the net came to 8,000 and some more dollars. You understand? But we reduce it 100%. We had to 5,000 and some more dollars net. Okay. But when we announce that, because we want the public to know, we got to be fair with our people. Oh, those guys then took out to executive. As Gbarntolmah, I told them executive, I would never apologize. I'm prepared to take. I can say it now because I'm not there. Yeah, when you're there, you say they will spare you.
Okay. You prepared to take what?
I said, I'm prepared to take the expulsion.
The exposure. You're not in the house.
But
so
no,
you
but
prepare.
then.
Okay, but then.
No, yeah. I will not apologize here. Executive session.
So he said, gentlemen, I'm not going to apologize.
I was clear.
Okay.
I call Gbarntolmah Nyika, ask Gbarntolmah Nyika. Gbarntolmah Nyika did that declaration on 50-50. Okay? Certain people see it as a court. So when new people go there, you know what happens? Some of them become baptized. But again, we all take the blame.
That house baptized people?
We all take, there's a school, but it's
No, I just want to know that house, when you go there,
some people get baptized, some now.
Some refuse to get baptized.
Yeah, some refuse.
Okay.
But you know, I will say this to you. I will say this much to you. That play, if they audit it, they're supposed to audit the office of the vice president by then, Joseph Walker. When last the auditor in office, the GAC, he doesn't have the standing. They sometimes they say, oh, committee hearing money that was 30 million. It went to $13 million under the author. Some of the times when the president called them by the way the president calling them by, maybe they will get 50% of the pay. Maybe they will get 100% of the full benefit. That is what happened sometimes. Sometimes they will say, okay, we can't take the full benefit, but that get our gas. That money has to be placed through a budget line of the legislature. It's not budgeted for the president to require that money laying in the budget. So the legislature budget will go up. They can't explain some of these things.
When I'm hearing one of these things, I mean, someone's listening up to the radio, monitoring of our life, but when I'm hearing these things, why now I can't you saying it?
No, because you asked me, and I've said this before.
Okay.
You know, on your station, somebody will go to the station, they will say,
okay.
You never said it before.
Yeah, granted, great.
You understand?
Yes.
But probably you didn't interview me.
That is it. Fair.
I'm very transparent. I'm not hiding.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not hiding.
Let's make some progress.
I've been saying this thing.
Down
I'm not hiding it, but all in all, the Senate should have some of the best criminal leaders in the country.
Don't we have some great?
No, I said they should have some of the best guys because some of the people. But sometimes, my friend, look at the Senate today. I'm sorry. I respect a lot of people in the Senate.
The House of the Elders?
Yeah, the House of the Elders. I respect a lot of people. But it has become a rubber stamp.
Rubber stamp?
Yeah, that those who can even stand, some of them, their voice.
I mean, the place will go for confirmation hearing all of it.
Their voice, because
the
ruling party has majority, extreme majority. So anything can pass. Even if some of the people stand up and speak up, okay, anything can pass. And the worst thing about it is that the sloganers of the ruling party who criticize us yesterday for some of those things as a lawmaker are pressing the same things today.
Great. So
are pressing the same. So the voters also have a role to play.
All right, great. So it's 9 minutes down, 10 o'clock. We'll go into our radio time at least for 15 minutes quickly. Let's do this quickly. Do you think the Congress for Democratic Change can make a comeback? I mean, 12 years, Unity Party, CDC won the presidency, 2023. You think the mighty Congress for Democratic Change, a lot of things is now happening as part of this? Your appearance on the interview, well, everything, well, CDC are falling apart. CDC will not make a comeback. Do you think CDC still can take up to the presidency?
Boss man, defections from the CDC has been a normal phenomenon. Probably I wrote a very important stuff. Maybe one day you can go through it on my page. We had a vast turnover in 2005 after the election, came with your own party and left the CDC. Rudolph Johnson. We had a stand-up bureau in 2011, Winston Tubman. About 2011, 2012, we are expelled from the CDC and he left with the NDPL. Okay? We had chairpersons who were very powerful, Richard who established the ANC, almost like an offshoot of the CDC. In that, Bangaluko was the Minister of Youth and Sport. He was the first elected chairman of the CDC. He also left. Geraldine Doe-Shari, who became senator twice on the CDC ticket, she also left. No chairperson was more powerful than Geraldine and Rachel. No chairperson. George Solo of the CDC was the chairman. He also left. Okay? Now, some of our senators and representatives, we have almost 60% of the party National Executive Committee member leaving the institution who still came 2017 and won the election. So for other people to start leaving now and people say, oh, that's what I call they are political parasites. They came to the CDC with nothing and they are leaving the CDC with nothing.
They came to the party
with empty hands.
You scared a big mention of them?
No, but you, Brian, or you can ask me the question.
Okay, Thomas Fowler. Thomas Fowler. We have said goodbye to the CDC.
What Fowler or Sadi?
Have you read this movement, the Fowler?
Fowler was actually expelled by the CDC.
Oh, you expelled him. He didn't go in.
No, he was expelled by the CDC.
So he's going to shake the party.
So Father was expelled by the CDC.
But he expelled
has officially
say goodbye.
Resigned from the CDC.
Sir Gomez is not a shaking to the party.
What is brought to the CDC, and what is he carrying away from the CDC?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
The one said naked he returning.
What last year from the stand-up bureau, George? What is George actually thinking? Maybe some of them not asked you, but is George thinking about contemplating to contest for 2029? That gossip that probably George
I interact with President Weah every week. Every week I do interact with him, whether physical, whether through messages, whether through visual calls. Our objective, I can tell you, my mission. My objective, and the Menace edition, is to ensure he becomes the standard bearer in 2029. And he has no choice.
No choice.
It's a popular mandate of the people.
The party stays in your mandate.
No, I'm just telling you, other people want to contest, they can come to the primaries. Okay.
But George will contest.
I believe that the popular mandate of the people. And I see him on the ticket.
He seemed not to be worried about what's happening in Liberia. When I say he's not, speaking on national issues like Akara is doing, like
you see, we got a party structure. The official spokesperson of the CDC is the party chairman. No, and not the stand-up bearer.
Janako.
Yeah, and the Secretary General butchers that. That's it. Okay. My responsibility is to pick up the mandate of the institution and help to spread that mandate as former National Secretary General or Deputy Secretary General, Assistant or Vice Chair for Political Affairs. Okay, and former lawmaker and legislative caucus chairman of the CDC. Okay, so I do my best, and sometimes I don't have to wait for the National Executive Committee to issue a statement because I'm on a mandate to defend the Blue Revolution by the Constitution, by my association. I'm on a mandate. Like people will be on social media, or the partisans, or the supporters. So these people, I will say this to you: all the lies, all the gossip. The disgusting thing is that after you have benefited from all of these people's sweat and blood, some die. That level of ingratitude. Even if you go into another party, they will just laugh. I was speaking to some of my friends in United Party yesterday. They said, man, Sir Joseph, I ain't talking so. So all of lawmakers, even from United Party, they say, nah. Because I will say this to you. Everything that's our own, 98%, as a result of becoming a senator on the CDC.
On the CDC. Is he carrying anything, baby?
No, let me just say, I was saying this, okay. SAR established the Monserrato transport system, transport service, right? Okay. MTS. After the election, can you see any of the buses on the road in Monserrato? The company has a contract with Beta Steel. Yes. Monserrato Transport Service has a contract with Beta Steel. All the buses are with Beta Steel transporting their workers. The over 20 trucks he has, they're helping to transport Beta Steel iron ore and some to Western Cluster. Okay. He has tankers.
Okay.
He has extra company. So similarly with Thomas Farah, what they are protecting, they are not because they disagree with CDC. They are protecting their personal and business interests.
Thomas Farah,
knowing for the well that most of these things, if you link with the government, if you work with them, maybe they will call me that and say, I'm opposing, cancel the contract with him. You understand? Then not only that, Thomas Farah had a construction company, the name just slipping from my mind. Desire.
The Desire, yes, I've seen that over and over. Lots of trucks.
Desire.
That Thomas Farah. It is a lawyer that is in his daughter name.
No, yeah, a daughter or document daughter name. The truck, the company is in. That company has a contract with national government for road construction. That company is transporting the rocks, the sand and things to where President Boga Bay in Foya. Those horses that they said, how they call it.
The company was in existence when George Weah was president.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Now you making mention.
No, I'm telling you the company. No, the company came in existence under our administration.
Yeah, it's been a lot of rocks.
So I'm just telling you now. So because of that, the government could take the contract from you, this current government. So it's a business.
Okay, so you start land.
They start land. Yeah. When that government got the power, you will see they will run by again.
Was it unbelievable to you when Thomas Farah said to Joseph Boyka, give me with a easy bounty? Was it run down to him? Federal Jones,
No. Kind of serious mode.
Very serious.
He's not Fala and Sa, with all respect to them, they are my friends. Right? They are not critical speakers.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes the way they talk, even when Sa appear on a Spoon TV, yeah, the way he spoke, you know, says sedition wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
They took
you should have said that.
Yeah, the police compromised the report, indicting the police. He spent $80 million on Bentor.
The man was chair on the executive. The president talked to him for 4 years. All of y'all sat there. Y'all sat there. Y'all allowed George Weah to keep speech from Sir Joseph for 4 years.
But you won't provoke a conversation and I'll respond to you. That's
4 years, you mean chair on the executive can't see the president.
Can you imagine 4 years?
4 years.
Well, look, I will give you a tip. 4 years. But 2023, the first campaign in Montserrat, in my district, President Weah was asking the people to vote for him. Sir Joseph on that tip that you see going around that in District 8.
Okay.
And telling the people how President Weah Beirut, how President Weah interacted with him. He said all the good things about him. He even said on Spoon, which is very disgusting, that when he took President Weah to the market, he told the people that President Weah paid the market. But he lied to the people.
Yeah, New Georgia market.
Yeah. So can you imagine? It means all he been doing, even all he was saying, it questions his credibility. That you lie to the people? Can you imagine that? So I'm saying they are not critical speakers. You understand? And the truth cannot be hidden. The truth is difficult because the truth shall come to pass. Even if you die, the truth will come. So today, the Desire Company, the Montserrat, or they're all doing business with national government. So you expect those guys not to, sorry, I don't want to use that word. Anyway, you expect them not to kiss?
Okay.
Eh?
So this big one before I take the phone line. Yeah. If George Weah decide not to contest for the president, so what happens? Even if nothing is impossible in politics?
Look, before I come to that, these guys are regime collaborators. Let me say this. They thought that if these guys break away and form their own party, not just join United Party, they will take away seditions. But that interview destroys Sir Joseph. Yeah, that interview, you know, about the Priska, about this, we'll go into it one day, and you will see the reports. You will see the facts. That Sir even took $1.2 million. Why do you think the Senate passed it? Because he was a senator and he came to the House looked into it and said no. Why do you think the first meter steel agreement was passed by the Senate? They came to the House and we disagree with it when we're there. It's bigger than what you think.
Okay.
Many of these people have contracts with these concession companies through their trucks, through other services.
That's conflict of interest.
Yeah, it's a serious. Look, in the Liberian Senate is serious for the fact that the Montserrat Transport Service is under meter steel owned by Sir Joseph. They will punish him. That conflict of interest, though.
Yeah, conflict.
For the fact that you own a company and the company doing business, construction, business, being rules with government, the Senate is supposed to investigate that or the House. That conflict of interest, though, is a serious violation of the Code of Conduct. It's a serious recipe for misappropriation and corruption. It's a very serious thing. I'm not guessing. So, Montserrat people, they listening today. Do you see a single boss of Montserrat Transport Service on the road?
All right. So
almost 2 years. I want you to go. Please, I beg you.
Okay.
I challenge you today.
To go and
all of media to go and fight. Now, Mita still using it.
Okay.
He came out of Mita still and said the people of Montserrat are ungrateful.
All right. You mean the
Senator? Senator Joseph. Then I will come to President Weah if he say.
If George Weah say, well, I'm not going to contest for the president.
If it's unacceptable,
is it
unacceptable? If it's unacceptable, it's conditional. And we will not accept it from him.
If George Weah don't contest, who's the next president to go on the face of the CDC? Just in case you have a fallback.
The CDC has a lot of questions.
Name me top three quickly. Top three of the CDC.
No, I will not name top three. I got one.
You have
for
one?
Me now.
Who is that one?
President Weah.
Weah.
You know, for me,
fall back to
for me,
George
I don't have a fallback now. My striker.
The striker George.
The
striker needs something when he scores a hat trick.
It's not
scores a hat trick. He needs something to come back.
The Constitution provides for another thing.
Okay.
So Brazil still running behind Nima. Why
they have the next Nima?
No, Brazil. The coach.
Brazil have the next Nima.
No, the coach is still discussing Nima to bring him back.
Who's the subject to? Who's the next phase? Okay, let's put it this way. Ellen Johnson said goodbye to United Party. Joseph Boykai, He lost in 2017. Still, Unity Partisan kept Borkai. So if Joseph Borkai, I'm sure they are preparing for the next phase of the Unity Party. I don't know whether it's Jeremiah Kuhn or what. But if George Weah says, well, I'm not going to get on the ticket of the CDC, who's the next phase?
You know politics? Electionary politics, you look for the best. Not just the competence, the capability, and the numbers.
The numbers.
He has all. Election are normal game.
Yeah.
Have you won it before?
It's a number. You need number.
It comes with competence and qualification, right? He has had experience as the president. He has that. We cannot gamble that. That's why every day
we should have a fallback.
Excuse me. That's why every day, they discuss Joe Weah. Joe Weah is the most marketable politician in the history of the country. If you just put a name in one newspaper, they will run about the newspaper. If you wrap it in, you put color in the newspaper, and they see a picture there,
George to not contest 2029, they'll buy the paper.
They will buy it. They will buy it. All right. Everybody discuss Joe Weah.
We need our radio time.
Or they discuss the CDC. Every day.
How many times you know when you discuss the CDC every day? In Liberia, you'll see the Unity Party, you see the CDC. Is Musa Belete Party making progress? The CMC?
Musa Belete is doing well.
Is he making progress?
Musa Belete is doing well. I will say that to you. Musa Belete is going to the grassroots speaking. He's doing well. I respect him for that. And you know one respect I've given to him? Musa know I've had some problem with him. And I still get some problem with him. Yes.
You have problem with the whole country.
No, I didn't say the whole country, not because I
was born. No. See, that's how you doing now. You have problem with Joseph Boyga?
No. The problem I'm talking about is not like that. No. Okay. It's a different problem. But I will say this to you. I will ask Representative Benedict to stand his grounds. It's because he's standing his grounds that his businesses are being targeted by the government. That means he has developed the spine. You understand? That means he has the spine to stand his ground. They're taking the tank funds for him. They're bringing new arrangement LPRC because of him. They're bringing petroleum product. They want to destroy his company. You understand? Because he's not supporting this government, he stood his ground. But our men, they did it at them. That's what they will do to them.
We are men.
The Sir Joseph, the Thomas Fada. They cannot be the Musa Belete because they depend on national government for survival. You know, when people say, oh, Akara's great, you know, we can give you a job, we're going to do that. Me, I can work with Joseph Boyga.
You can work.
Honor school king. No, I can work with Joseph Boyga.
All right. Guess what? Quickly.
That's why I want you to fail. You know what I want you to fail? When I say fail, let me put it in context.
You want the president?
I want you to fail. You know what? Because he got to fail on the GST of 12%, the hardship on the Liberian people. The surcharge of 4%, the hardship on the Liberian people. The 2% that they just put on cash up, the hardship on the Liberian people. The issue is inability to fight jobs, the hardship on the Liberian people. He criticized party, he had 53 wedding anniversary, he celebrating a web birthday, the hardship on the Liberian people. He lied about the yellow machine, the hardship. They took $500,000 to buy 5 vehicles, the hardship on the Liberian people. He talked about the economy being high. He bought 2 Lexus vehicles, $1.1 million, the hardship. His Visa card get 100,000 every month on it, the hardship on the Liberian people. So why when I wanted them to fail?
I can't have been say all of this. You know the Partisan just say, yeah, we agree. Does that disturb you? We agree. It caught the whole matter short.
Because they are embarrassed.
Okay.
Don't walk in the physics water. You know the hardship they want to go in. Take the microphone to the ordinary people, vote for the people. You hear them, the ordinary people, the people can say we agree, you know that who? And the people who chopping, the people who get appointed position to protect it. But they go to the market, the people will say better price going up.
They will not say we
pepper
agree.
Price going up.
They won't say we agree.
Okra price going up. Chicken soup price going up. Rice price going up. Petroleum product price going up. General Unity Party going up.
They say that Boka will work. Does that disturb you? That Boka will work.
Yeah, but those who say are the people who eating, they chopping. Somebody generator that $30,000.
Is that Patrick will bring on? Great.
$30,000. It can pay 37, 100.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
that money was there during the time of former President George. But they didn't cancel it. George, you have a car. We're going to get the lines activated shortly.
No, you know, on a serious note, you know,
they said they met the money there.
No, on a serious note.
Master President, yeah.
No, on a serious note, let me just tell you this. When we came to power, we did reduction. It was more than that, though. What they're receiving today, yeah, and other institutions, other SOEs, there are reduction. LPRC or Port Authority or the LTA, the Social Security, all of them are reduction. It was more than that. In that 12 years, that money was more than that. That the reduction that they made there. That's why they say they made there, but we made something that will reduce it. So what they made there, they say it was too much, we're going to reduce it. Why they can reduce it? The president, the Bureau of Concession here, that he appointed to look into it, ain't dismissed it. What the president did to him. Okay? No, agreement.
Yeah.
Agreement. Let me say this to you.
As we try to get a line activated.
With their reduction in the salary, the harmonization affected every fabric of appointment, of employment in this country.
Okay.
But guess what? They say they made it there, but we made something that higher for these SOEs and we reduce it.
All right.
That's public record.
That's public
research.
Yes, I don't know.
But then they came now, they say, oh, it was still high. Though they had it there.
Okay.
Then they come back to power now. They say, oh, we made it there. You see the deception? They didn't reduce it. Why they can reduce it? 1-2 years, they can reduce it.
Yeah, so yes, before the line open up.
My man, he say in the country.
I mean,
believe me today, for president to say, he said, that's not there.
Let me ask this question on with veteran journalist John Caldwell, BBC train. I mean, I'm seeing that the senator is preparing to go back and forth with John Colley, where he's statement that they are taking our jobs away from us. The journalists, we should have a full benefit of the country money. You know, those who work in government should not be the talk show leave it with a journalist. John Colley still stands strong by his statement, and Senator Dillon went so mad on him last night.
You know, this morning I listened to someone send me a tip. You know, it's an error to attack the media. We learn from the experience. It's not only John Colley, Senator Dillon attack. Listen to the entire explanation.
Yes, sir.
He attacked the media institutions, not just John Colley. An attack on John Colley and other media institutions, an attack on the entire PUR. If you don't see it like that, you journalists and all the guys who are going online, if you don't see it like that, the Unity Party should disassociate themselves from that statement. Or the Liberty Party, you know why? John says something very important. John, he said, he can credit in one of the guys who criticized me most. I see him on my page. Boy, he still my big brother in front. I respect it. But John says something very important that many of you don't know. John said something very important. You know what John said? John said the jobs. They don't admit it on that tip. That Bourgeois Radio is a member of the board. It's troubling. That institution covers the cash roulette. Acquire cash roulette. And other institutions, the Party on the Punch FM, they cover these government official allocate funding. The Ministry of Information is on that program. There's some money on our overt and covert operation. They use that money to send it to those radio stations and they get kickback. That's the job they're taking from the people.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the job. And people don't want to be real. I'm not saying that because I'm in the opposition, but he's right. Government or media institutions, a lot of money. Okay? That's what John, that's the context in my mind. Maybe John can further elucidate. I'm not a spokesperson for him. Maybe that context. And mind you, the media institution fought for Darius Dillon as a senator. The any senator in the history of this country that I've known. You remember CDC time after its election? Many the media institutions. They print the electronic, the online. Today you come and criticize them like that. You see this guy, the animal farmer. Yeah, you see. So the media institution, Senator Dillon is there wrong.
All right.
The statement goes step by step I listened to it this morning before coming. This morning. And I was like, wow, Jesus. The media that brought this guy to power, the most important people that brought Senator DeLong to power, that's the media. That's the media. And you put the media on an attack, and then today you cry and say a lie on you. When you lie on Akara's grace and you are getting $15,000. Hey, man.
All right.
Yes. And it was a senators were getting it, and you lie on us. That is story then you carry against us. When you say we're getting $35,000 car for the $5,000 car, you're going to use your money and buy $13,000 used car. You say that what you're going to buy and ride. When they give you that car, Senator Doshari died. They did not give you the car because they couldn't give it. They went to procure the car in your name, and give it to you. You say, oh, that was Senator Dohari. They procure it and give it to you. But since DeLong became senator, he has received 1, 2, 3 cars.
Okay. All right. Let's get the line activated.
You understand?
Deep time. Yeah. Yes. Honorable Moses Akara's great life of boss. In fact, this is the first appearance almost 2 years with me on the TBS Great.
With you?
Yes, with me. Yes, with me. He's been on, but with me on the breakfast show. 0770-153-264. Let's do a minute per call. We appreciate that. Good morning. Okay. A minute per call. Yes. Why? Morning. Move for your morning talk. Good morning. Morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to know. Anyway, I'm calling you from somewhere in Johnsonville. I guess my belief of this general is so much extraordinary. I believe I love people that are always consistent. And see what it is. The general there, the owner of La Flor, Father for the patient. Thank you.
All right, great. 0770-153-265. Moses Akara's great with us this morning on the last segment of the Truth Breakfast Show. The line, the boom is already freezing. Yeah, so let's see this person on the line. Good morning. Morning, go ahead.
What is he?
Melvin Lake.
I just want to know whether that's integrity when he speaks about people who do the right thing. So let me answer that question for me, please.
All right. Thank you. Yes. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Morning. Go ahead.
So my name is Kelvin DJ Matadi. Let me say I'm so disappointed in Akara's this morning. A political party that was formed or established for over almost 3 days. You asking the question who will succeed George Weah, who are the potential people in the party. The man sat in the studio there is still projecting George Weah. I mean, that institution is squaring the court. It's not an institution. You have potential people in our party. And beyond that, the fundamental problem I have with currency is arrogant to even come in your studio to appraise yourself. Everything centered around Akara.
Okay.
When you ask Akara, he say, okay, I will name 5 or 10 presidents. I propose this bill. I did this. And lastly, Akara is not leaving the CDC because he cannot survive beyond the CDC.
Okay. He can survive beyond the CDC. Well, you explained that. Morning, quickly, morning. That's like 2 more calls. We have to go. Morning. Go ahead.
I want to say a big congratulations to the whole team studio. have frustrated the Liberian people to the extent that we don't know what we really elected this government from. Because if you see the kind of hardship that is going on with you see the kind of hardship that is going on with this government, I swear to God, I don't know what is easy by saying their government, rescue government, because.
Okay. Yes, our last caller coming through. Morning. Well, go ahead.
My brother is still thank you for the platform, but you know there are two questions that are getting big part of it too in my favor. Number one is Carol Grace and they get more for they are there for the former by giving. They taught the Jew and provide the Jew and by the Jew so that the former will get it. When it's time for it now, you will see the difference in my brother because I'm informed. For example, what the Baba is doing is what they take has for millions of friends forget that time food on the rain, the soul, and the deep.
All right. Yes, I mean we have to go. Yes.
Yeah,
Basically,
listen to the last caller, right? I told you the people who usually call that the people who eating. Listen to that man. He told you how he voted for Unity Party. He told you his own disappointment. The president himself was talking about hardship. And people, look at Kevin who called, he's an assistant minister, right? Kevin Matadi. That Jeremiah Kun bro, anytime we talk about Jeremiah Kun, he can call to speak gibberish. Okay? Listen, how can Kevin put Jeremiah Kun in a carriage group on the pedestal? He was there before me. Letting him 2 bills. One, that Jeremiah Kun lead sponsor and pass. I know he sponsored 1 bill, it didn't pass. He admitted to that thing on Chup FM or some radio station. But can you imagine? He was there for all the years he was there from 2006, all the way to 2024. My brother, let a man show 1 bill that he sponsored and passed. The cardinal responsibility. How can you compare him to me? You say I praise myself. Because you people are not saying the truth to the public. So when we come on your station, you ask us, when I say you people are talking about Kevin, when you come on our station, on your station, you ask us, then we explain, then you say we praise ourselves. Your board member is the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, and your protein, the current protein of the Republic of Liberia, they have never sponsored a bill to be passed in the history of the country. Lead sponsor, I'm talking about you, the chief sponsor of what I mean.
Okay.
To be passed. So what qualified them to be lawmaker? When I talk about the wealth they got and the period of time, that popular record, I catalog and name them. I'm not making up stories. If you can praise these people, if you call the cowards great thief, then they are the criminals. If you call me thief and you don't have the courage to call them criminals, people that will earnestly live our life and fighting. You know, some people don't respect honesty in this country. Not as a some. Okay? But the truth will be told. People will see it. You talk about President Weah, okay? And United Party had a lot of people why they kept supporting Joseph Boga even when he got defeated. Then you're talking about us? Why they kept supporting him? Okay? And you telling, or you want to tell who to support, but you don't want to tell who you should support. The other than support Gafwan.
Is that Gafwan name Yeri?
No, that is support Gafwan. Why he want Jeremiah Kun after Boga? That go support Gafwan.
The thing after Boaka with Jeremiah Kun girl.
That's split in Unity Party already. So that one we'll discuss it one day.
Well, that's why Yeri along.
No, that's why
Gafwan Jeremiah Kun.
But Gafwan only labor for the Unity Party than Kun.
Gafwan is not highly so. It's not popular as compared to
really.
That's
why you believe.
But you both push you on the media, so we're talking our own.
No, okay, tell your own. But I'm just trying the other man ask about
where he live.
The other man talk about integrity. You understand? If you have integrity, you begin to criticize Boyka for failure. You take the courage that boy will walk in the people water the last quarter and disagree. Look, check. I on public record and I call on the President of the Republic of Liberia on our administration to reshuffle the cabinet.
You call him for reshuffle?
No, I'm talking about President Weah.
Where?
Yes.
George didn't have a major reshuffle.
I said, on public record, research it.
Yeah,
You've been asking,
your president didn't do so.
I publicly went and disagree with issues in my government.
So put in 6 years.
And OKFM, beside reshuffle, OKFM has all of those recordings.
You said that to George?
No, I'm publicly, I said the honeymoon is over. That is that what I use. Honeymoon is over. Yeah. OKFM has the recording. No, when you appoint people, there's a honeymoon period in a government.
And like 90 days.
No, job honeymoon has expired. You know,
yes,
no, every government has a honeymoon period because you got to put the government together, set up.
After this,
politically, that's why you call.
Send for you. See Akara as well. We all.
Let me say this to you.
I will send for Akara. Let me see Akara as well.
No, but I want to say this to you. Vice President Kun calls and speak to me. Vice President Kun. If the President of the Republic of Liberia call me and say hi to me, I will not say no to him. I will say hi to him. But put me on record again. Never surrender my principles to them. I don't believe in their leadership. It's the President. I believe in place of call the President Weah will answer the phone call. You understand? That's the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Boykai. The Vice President, besides politics, he been my friend for almost 12 years in the legislature. Okay. And we have some cordial working relationship. You understand? But that does not mean that in any manufacturing of form, I can support it. In fact, my best friend in the legislature are Clarence Massacre.
Okay. At the LTA?
Yes.
Okay.
My best friend.
Don't say talk?
I will not, yes. I talk to Clarence regularly, but I cannot miss because of my relationship with Clarence does not mean I'm going to compromise my principle. I stand for the CDC. My blood runs blue.
Great.
As a revolutionary institution.
We have to go.
And every one of them, I will say this to you.
Yes.
Every one of my friends in the United Party
your blood is blue.
My blood runs blue.
If I caught you now, see
your
blue.
Where's blue? Blue. Yeah, in front of the place is blue.
Blue blood.
Yes. So no, on a serious note, all my friends from the United Party respect my stance because they have been with me for many years. And I respect them. And I don't break my relationship with people because of politics. I would disagree with you ideologically, but I don't break my relationship with you. That's why I cut across, I interact with people, I go to areas where they sit, we joke, some of them even insult, I laugh about it, but guess what? I don't believe in the leadership of the Unity Party. I believe that those revolutionary Unity partisans who stood in the people water, who fought, did not fight for this calamity.
Okay.
That is unfolding in the country today.
Great.
So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Mo
Ali, make sure you call him. You'll go for lunch this afternoon.
No, Mo Ali. Mo Ali is my little brother.
Okay.
No, Mo Ali was with me in graduate from university in 2006.
Okay. He was
campaigning for Ellie. Well, in the same room, I used to laugh at him and say, "King, don't steal my document." I was assistant secretary general over there in 2005. But Stephen Johnson, all of those boys from SDA, okay, we don't talk all. But guess what? I respect them. They respect me. They still call me godfather.
Great.
Okay? So politics should not be animosity. And when they talk about John walking on air, he wrote, he said, no, he doesn't do it. Politics in this country should not be about animosity. That's why the way I see the divide in this country, in conclusion, just 1 minute.
Yeah.
The level of divide in the country now, people working at land ministry, working on a fear and agency. People now in certain areas, other people cannot sit to those areas. It's dangerous. Go on the street, interact, look. O'Neil, the way you brought me here, trust me, even if your friend in United by someone will say, the radio station they're bringing a car's grill, they'll get there with you.
I mean,
O'Neil,
it's a normal thing. It's happening.
O'Neil, I'm telling you today, O'Neil,
the country is
divided.
It's true.
O'Neil, I'm not joking.
It's true.
O'Neil, the president of the Republic of Liberia has a responsibility to reconcile this country. This country is divided, not just politically on the basis of the 15 or 20,000 votes, but the country is divided. The country is dangerously retrogressive. Reconciliation should not be cosmetic. That's why when those women got in the street and were protesting, standing up, walking about jobs, I support the cause. Though I didn't go there, but I thought it's in the supreme interest of the country. Though the government play a lot of politics, all of it during campaign time, and they are failed, but I believe that those women are sincere and they are the heroes and heroines of the Republic of Liberia. Both men and women who got the heroes and heroines, but I salute the heroes of the revolution. That mother that stood up that day Whether she from the Unity Party also, but she cried. And that provoked the attention of our mothers. We must fight drugs.
All right.
That's why I published my report so that when people talking that Tabata, they can know that green is not part of that Tabata they're talking. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. This is how I'll go home on the Monday edition of the Truth Breakfast. I'll leave you with this beautiful book called The Media Guide. Thanks, Johnson Batuman, all of the affiliate radio station where I relay all this one. I'll see you on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have the nation same way with us this morning. My name is Oni Roberts. Thanks for listening to the TBS. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.